Oh, such. Oh, that's it. Like you always did. Oh, I've missed you so.
Your skin and bone.
I know, I know. Monsieur Gilliard?
Mademoiselle?
J'étais un mauvais élève, mais vous m'avez bien enseigné.
Merci mille fois.
I can't believe it. We're together, all of us. I never dreamed. I thought I lost you. And just look. The doctor's son, Serge Markov, and Irina, isn't it?
Your Highness.
Do you still draw pictures?
When I can. I'm a reporter in New York now.
New York? Imagine that, so far away. It's over. Everything's all right. Oh, God, Aunt Olga, thank you. Thank you.
My dear, don't thank me yet. But you must understand. Come, sit by me.
Something wrong? What is it?
No, nothing really. Only, you must understand, it's not a question of you recognizing them. The question is, do they know you?
Of course they do. How can you even ask?
I'm sorry, but I have to. Well?
I don't know what you're waiting for. She's Anastasia. There's no doubt about it. It's a miracle.
I wish it were, but I cannot agree. This girl is nothing like Her Highness. There has only been one resurrection. Anastasia is dead.
She looks alive to me.
You always were a sentimental boy. You only wanted to be her.
You're damn right I do. We all do, don't we?
Yes. With all my heart.
Not you, too.
I brought her up. She was my little girl. I loved her as much as I loved Alexei. But I've never seen this woman before.
Sasha, no.
I'm sorry. God forgive me, but I don't know who you are.
This is ridiculous.
We haven't finished. Volkov.
Your Highness, I don't know. One moment she looks so like her, and the next, I cannot be sure.
You don't believe these people, do you?
Certainly. Why shouldn't I?
They've all got things to gain or lose. He spent a lifetime as your family servant. And the vote's gone 2-2. He has to say he doesn't know. You, sir, you make money from the death of her with all your books and articles. I've read them. If she's genuine, then you're a fool. And you're his wife now, aren't you?
Yes, since last year.
Uh-huh. Then it's your money, too. And you, of course you recognize her. That's because you know a story when you see one. She can make you famous.
That's one hell of an assumption.
Possibly. Your Highness, this is your brother's child beside you. Can you look at her and not feel anything?
The Empress is not interested in feelings. She needs proof. She needs to know beyond all doubt.
Then we've gone through all this for nothing.
No, not for nothing. What we know is, we shall never know.
No, that can't be true. It isn't so. We all know in our hearts. The old man I forgive. The Markovs, what does it matter what their motives are? At least they told the truth. But you've known me all my life. I tell you, 50 years could pass. You could be shriveled up, all wrinkles. I'd still know you. Faces change, souls don't. I'd look into your eyes and I'd find you. How can you look into... Oh, Sasha, it's unspeakable. I can't stay here.
My dear, I'm so sorry.
I don't care. I hope you suffer. I hope everybody suffers.
God, what have they put you through? No. No.
How could Sasha say those things? How could she?
Don't talk about it.
But I don't know what to do. I don't know anymore. What am I going to do now?
It's over. You must give it up.
No.
If there were anything to hope for, any chance at all, I'd tell you, see to the end. But you won't ever see the Empress now. There's nothing to be done, not anymore.
There has to be.
You must learn to live without it.
That's too much to ask. I can't. Oh, God. They're going away without me.
Let them go. We have each other up. That's enough. This time of night, what the devil is it? Markov? I thought we'd seen the last of you.
I know what you think of me. It's damned unfair, but I don't blame you. I think I can do a lot for her. You want to hear me out?
Not really.
I believe her. I have reason to. I watched her grow up. When they shot my father, she was there. I wouldn't hurt her for the world.
Eric?
Yes? I didn't wake you, did I? I brought you something. Father wouldn't change this room. When Mother died, he left it as it was. I used to come here in the afternoon and sit here on the sofa and she'd read to me. You look as if you're feeling better.
So I am. Did I hear someone at the door?
Serge Markov.
Serge is here. What does he want?
He'll tell you in the morning. Now then, first of all, I wanted you to have this.
What is it?
Open it.
It's beautiful.
Mother wore it at her wedding. Would you put it on for me? Go on. I know it's not the time to bring it up, but Anna, will you marry me? I've meant to ask you all along so many times. One day it had to happen. We could live here in the country if you like. Except for hunting season. Does that mean yes?
It means I love you. Ever since that first day when you came to question me, that's when it started.
Do you know how much I want you? Now, this minute, have you got the least idea?
I'd make a poor wife, Eric. Half the time I feel there's no one here inside of me to give you.
That will pass. I know it will.
You make it sound so simple, but it's not. When I'm with you like this, it all seems possible. A life in the country, children, everything. But then you see, my mind won't stop. It keeps humming all the time. It whispers to me, are you really who you say you are?
I understand. There is so little peace for you.
It's endless. I feel like half a person, Eric. I can't marry you like this.
I'll risk it.
Oh, my darling, it's not fair. Before you came, I lay there feeling pity for myself. Poor Anna, what is she to do? She has to go on trying, Eric. I will see the Empress one day, and she'll know me. And I can't stop until that happens.
I suppose I knew that's what you'd say. Serge Markov wants to take you to America.
America? Whatever for?
You have to hear him tell it. He's convinced you to take New York by storm. The word he kept on using was publicity.
Publicity?
He thinks the people would support you. It would put pressure on the family if you can't believe him.
Shouldn't I talk to him?
You find him most persuasive.
God, I don't know. What should I do?
You have to make a choice.
Would you come with me to America?
No, I don't think so. I'm against it, Anna. I'm afraid for you. I think your place is here with me.
Please come with me.
You have to come to terms with all these hopes of yours, and only you can do that. You must choose.
How can I? I can't lose you, Eric. I'd die if I did.
Then stay with me. I love you, Anna.
Oh, God, Eric. Tell me what to do. You have to tell me.
Do what you must.
This brings back such happy memories. It was like this on the standout. Captain, you cannot imagine. Every summer, all my family would go cruising on the Baltic. Half the court would come along. So many people, there was always something doing. In the evenings, there were dances. I was much too young to go, of course, but we'd slip off, my brother Alexei and I, and I've always loved the ocean.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere. Captain, will you excuse us, please? Anna, will you look at this? And they keep coming in. You can't imagine the excitement. You've got invitations, messages of welcome. Here, see for yourself. I tell you, I expected you'd create a stir, but this is something else again.
Serge, who are all these people?
Half the city wants to meet you. They're lining up in droves. They don't have royalty in the States, you know. They're mad for kings and queens. And as for you, Americans love stories. Everything's a story there. Wars, film stars, floods, politics. But you're more than just a story. You're a real-life fairy tale.
Is that the way they think of me?
They mean well. But you'll see when we dock tomorrow. I tell you, Anna, this is going to work. Between what's in the press and all the emigres in town, New York is filled with Russians, counts and countesses.
It is?
We even have a Romanov or two. Your cousin Daria in particular. She's on our side. She wants to help.
It's too much. I can't take it in.
I promised you'd be glad you came. After tomorrow, there won't be another quiet moment. No more privacy. What you'll be from then on is a celebrity.
Going to start now. Are you ready? You look wonderful.
I do. I feel so nervous.
You'll be fine. Don't worry. Anna, listen. When you meet Mr. Coward, remember, he owns my paper. He's an important man. He can do a lot for us.
What are you telling me?
You'll be fine. Just be yourself, that's all. There he is now. Your Imperial Highness, may I present Mr. Harvey Coward.
Mr. Coward.
I am honored. May I? You know, it's a royal welcome waiting for you here, let me tell you. We've spread the word about you coming here. We've really been beating the drums. You are a real smash hit, Your Highness.
Is that a good thing, Mr. Coward?
Well, see for yourself.
You must be exhausted.
No, not yet, not really. It looks so strange here. Everything goes up so far, and the streets are so straight.
I'll take you on a tour tomorrow if there's time.
So many people, all that cheering.
Tell me, how'd you like Harvey Coward?
Honestly, I'm not sure what to think. He's very different, isn't he? We're all Americans like that.
No, just some of them.
So is he paying for all of this?
Well, the paper is, and he is the paper. He paid for your passage on the boat and your expenses here. He'll pay for those too.
All that. What is he getting in exchange?
Well, all of us are getting something, even me. I write an article a day about you. That makes me important, and I've never been important. Howard prints it, sells papers, he makes money from you. And what you get is your name.
The way you make it sound. If I thought I were doing something wrong.
I'd never let that happen. After what your family meant to mine, the things we all went through, we had some fine times, you and I. I wish you could remember them. Kept something For you. All these years, I've waited for the moment. Here.
What is it?
Open it and see.
It's me. When did you do it?
Long ago. It's yours for you to keep.
Serge, I owe you so much.
No, you don't.
I only wish... I think about Eric all the time. I cable him once a day.
More like twice. I don't know why he didn't come, if I were Eric.
But you're not.
Nearly broke his heart, I think. Mine, too. I love him, but it's not enough. If that's an awful thing to say, I can't help it. I can't belong to him, not yet.
You think he understands?
I don't know. I hope to God he'll wait for me, but I don't know. Tell me, Serge, am I a fool?
We have a busy day tomorrow. Get some rest.
May I ask, will Her Highness be requiring the coats for long?
When do you need them back? Is there a problem?
Heavens, no.
It is with such things, my darling, that my days are filled. Sometimes I feel such confidence. There is a purpose to it all. At other times, such bleak despair. What does it gain me, all of this parading? Does it matter to the Empress? Does she even know about it? Then I think of you and...
Damn.
What does Her Highness say? Is something wrong?
Yes, sir. No. Tell Helmut to pack a bag for me. Enough for 3-4 days.
Where are you going?
Now, remember what I told you. You'll be meeting every Russian in town worth knowing. Some of them have good connections to your family. As for Daria, she's that close to the Empress.
What's she like?
She's very nice.
I don't remember her at all, you know.
She'll know you. They all will, Anna. You're a link to everything they've lost. Don't worry, just relax.
Your Highness, if I may. Thank you.
Anastasia. It is you. It's really you. I wasn't sure till now. Don't you remember me?
I'm sure I should.
I'm Daria. It's all right, don't be embarrassed. It was long ago, before the war. I used to spend the summers with you at Livadia. It's a miracle to have you back. I'm sorry. I don't know where my manners are. Good evening, Serge.
Your Highness.
You can't imagine how we feel, having you here. It means so much to all of us.
Her Imperial Highness, the Grand Duchess Anastasia.
so kind. So kind.
May I get you anything?
Fine, I only need a minute. You're all so pleased to see me.
But of course. What else did you expect?
It's been so long, you can't imagine. There. That's better.
Dahlia, you must introduce me.
Your Highness, Princess Trubetskaya.
Oh, I must absolutely kiss you. Oh, you darling girl. My heart is bursting. You have your mother's eyes. I see her in them. What a loss we have suffered. What a tragedy. Those Bolsheviks. I'm right, Cyril. He's the fool. You're Nicky's little girl, or I'm a mushik. I tell you now. Come the counter-revolution.
Daria.
Excuse me. You really must meet Prince Kornilov.
Is he here? He taught me how to ride, I think.
Ah.
Oh, Daria. What you've given me tonight, I feel as if you've changed my whole life.
Not yet. I've just begun. Oh, how could the Empress not embrace you? But she will, you'll see. Your Highness, Prince Kornilov.
If I may.
You must keep your visit brief, you understand?
Of course.
On no account may you say anything which might disturb her.
Oh, don't be absurd. If I took everything you gave me, I'd be dead by now.
My dear Maria.
I am no one's dear Maria. Never fear, I'll live for years yet. Yes?
Mother, this is Eric of Alt-Hohendorf.
Your Highness?
So, you're the pest. That'll be all. I'll ring if I need anything. You have my permission.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Well, explain yourself, young man. Why send this nonsense into me? You think I care what people in America are saying? At my age, I don't much care what anybody says. She's a pretty thing. I'll give her that. I take it you're in love with her? What's that to me? Is it supposed to sway my feelings?
No. I have some letters from her. May I read you what she writes about you?
You may not.
She loves you.
Ha! Anastasia loved me. What these letters say. Why, What convinces you this creature is my grandchild?
May I ask you, with all possible respect, what makes you so convinced she's not?
Don't be a pertinent young man. The truth is, could I have some water? Nobody lives forever. Oh, it's a pity. Even I. For 13 years, I sat beside my husband on the throne of Russia. We had 3 sons. All of them are gone. What does it matter who is next in line? What's she like, this love of yours? Does she resemble me at all?
In some ways.
How, may I ask?
If you were in her place, where would you be now?
In New York. Yes. I imagine I'd be causing trouble, too. Good afternoon, young man. My dear, have you seen these? Very interesting. What you must do for me is place a call to Cyril.
You've changed your mind about this girl.
Anastasia always was my special favorite.
You're not planning to receive her, are you?
I don't know. It's tempting just to see the look on Cyril's face. That's very small of me, I know. But life gets smaller every day. And I did love her so.
Yeah, Markov here. No, Her Highness will not lend her name. It's out of the question. She won't endorse your product. Sally? Sally, give me Knickerbocker 4386. Thanks. Hello, Le Grand Auberge. About the dinner reservation for Her Royal Highness? No, she'll be there. She'll just be 12 instead of 10, that's all. And don't forget to play the Russian anthem when she comes in. That's important. Thank you. All the damn things to have happened. Mess. The devil is she now?
Look at them. Love the way they dance. It's not much like St. Petersburg.
I know. It's fun. you want to try it sometime? I could teach you.
Me? Could you imagine me? Do you come here a lot?
Now and then.
With Billy? What's he like? You never talk about him.
Oh, he's very nice.
He must be wonderful. You know the truth. I envy you. It's dreadful, but I get so jealous sometimes. You have everything.
You think I do?
You're beautiful. You have a home, position, friends, a husband. I can't think of anything you haven't got.
I was 18 when I married Billy. I scarcely knew him at the time.
You weren't in love?
Family arranged it. That's the way these things are done, you know that. I had the title and he had the money. It's that simple.
Do you love him now?
Doesn't matter very much, does it? I suppose I do. At least I try. But Billy travels all the time. He's always somewhere else. Be careful who you envy, Anna. And be careful what you throw away.
I don't know what you mean.
You live to get your title back. And nothing else.
Oh, that's not true.
It's truer than you care to think. I tell you, getting what you want means very little when there's no one you can share it with. I found that out, and so will you. If Eric is anything like you describe, well, I never would have left him. But then, who am I to talk? I have my name, for all the good it does me.
Mrs. Reed, there's a phone call for you.
Thank you. Hello?
Highness, it's Serge Markov. Are you alone? Can Anna hear?
No, she can't. What is it, Serge?
I hate to break it to you like this, but I've got no choice. The Empress is dead.
Oh, Lord, she's not. When did it happen?
Last night in her sleep. Now listen, I don't want to think what this will do to Anna. Can you get her back to the hotel?
Why?
I don't want her finding out till we prepare her for it.
Yes, of course, I understand.
I'll meet you in her room at the plaza as soon as possible, all right?
All right.
It was Serge. He wants you back at the hotel.
What for?
He didn't say. An interview, I suppose.
Another one. Oh. Where did they get these things? Come on, let's go inside.
Now, this instant?
Yes, why not?
Serge is waiting.
Will only be a minute.
Yes, good afternoon. May I help you?
Is it all right if we look about?
Oh, please. Is there anything of special interest I can show you?
Those come from the Standard.
From the Royal Yacht. Yes, I believe they do.
How did they get here?
People bring things in. I keep a record. I can check it if you like.
Don't bother. Someone must have stolen them.
I shouldn't think so, madam.
I cannot conceive of any other explanation. What about these dishes?
Oh, they're extraordinary, aren't they? They were made for Nicolas II.
Yes, I know.
It is a complete service, all 24 pieces.
You think the soldiers stole them? There were soldiers everywhere.
Of course. Please forgive me for not having recognized you before. Your Highness.
Have we met? Am I supposed to know you?
Your pictures don't begin to do you justice. This is wonderful. I have so many things to show you. Here. This cabinet was originally in the Winter Palace. And this bronze is from Sasco. From your home.
I don't remember them.
I have something downstairs that I think you will remember. If you'd be so good as to step this way. It opens here. Isn't it a miracle?
How could I have forgotten it?
The Empress, your father's mother, gave it to him. Oh. I am so sorry.
Don't. Don't what?
It's nothing, Anna.
Something's happened. Why is this man sorry?
Oh, my God. She doesn't know.
Serge meant to tell you later in your room.
What is it?
Anna, it's the Empress. She passed away.
My grandmother's dead?
It happened last night. In her sleep.
It had to happen. She was very old, you know.
Come. We'll go right back to the hotel.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly all right. This gentleman is showing me such lovely things. This egg is quite extraordinary. Everything I see is all quite... Oh, no. It's not right. That's got no business being here. That's my doll. Papa gave it to me. Papa told me it was mine. It's mine. You can't have it. You're all thieves. You stole it. Steals. Take. A lie. The Empress isn't dead. She's waiting for me. I know that. She loves me. I'm her Anna. Let me go. I have to find her. There's no time.
She'll be all right. She just needs a few days' rest.
Thank you, Doctor. You've been very reassuring. If there's anything, we'll give you a call right away. Well, it's been some experience.
What she's been through. I worry for her, Serge.
You heard the doctor. She'll be fine. Some sleep, a few days' rest, that's all she needs. She's stronger than she seems, you know.
She'll have to be. The Empress is all she thought about. You know that. She was Anna's only hope.
Her best hope, not her only hope. I'll find another way.
I doubt you will. You'll have to deal with Cyril now.
What's he like? I've never met him.
Ambitious, stubborn, very smart.
You think he'll ever give an inch?
Why should he?
So, he's not the only Romanov.
I know. But he's the only one that counts.
I'll reach him somehow. I brought Anna over here. I made her promises. I told her. And it was working, too. I know it was. Another week. Another month. Damn. Damn. Why did the Empress have to die?
Yes, that's much better. That's much clearer. Do any of you have anything to add? No, it's just as well. We've kept them waiting long enough. Well, after this is over, I'll have some copies drawn up. I want you all to sign them. And it is deeply painful for us, the nearest relatives of the Tsar's family, to denounce this poor, demented creature living in New York. We would like to think that someone had survived, but there can be no question that this woman, claiming to be Anastasia, is a fraud. Our sense of duty forces us, indeed impels us, to disown her utterly. That ends the statement. Thank you. Copies of the statement will be made available.
Sir, I understand that people in America support this woman.
Then they are deceived. They must read the history books and consult the public records and police investigation in Berlin and Bucharest.
Sir, about the timing of this statement.
What about it?
It's just 3 days since the Empress died. Is there a reason why you waited till her death?
That is a family matter. I will not discuss it.
What response do you expect from Anastasia?
If you please, she is not Anastasia.
We don't know that.
We do. And we hope she will not continue this pretense of hers.
You want her to give up her claim?
She has no claim. If she persists, however, if she goes on publicly parading as a Romanov, then we shall take her into court.
Is that a threat, Your Highness?
No, it's an expression of intent. We do not wish to be vindictive to this woman, but we will not tolerate this folly any longer.
May we quote you?
Quote me. You can put it in a headline. Thank you, gentlemen.
So we pay our last respects to our beloved Dowager Empress Maria, wife of Alexander III, mother of our last Tsar Nicolas II. May she rest in eternal peace.
Anna,
Is it over?
we'll go right back to the hotel. I never should have let you come.
I had to come. At least it happened while she slept. If only I could have been there with her by her side.
Look at her, dressed in black, as if she ever knew the Empress. I actually kissed her hand. The little witch made fools of us. And she continues to display herself. You! How do you have the nerve?
Let it pass. She isn't worth it.
How dare you, in my presence?
Listen to her, Mitya. Is that a performance? The family denies you, and you still continue with this little game. You're disgusting.
I am who I am. I don't care what the family says.
Disgusting.
Anna, don't. She's a dreadful woman, that's all.
Not one of them has had a single word of comfort. All they can do is stare at me.
Ignore them. They don't matter.
They do.
Your Eminence, it was a lovely eulogy. The things you said about the Empress were beautiful.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Very beautiful. You made me weep.
How can you? Who are you to judge me?
Anna! Anna? Anna, the car's waiting.
Aren't you afraid of what they'll think? consorting with a fraud in public. Can't you hear them whispering?
Do you think I care?
They never believed in me, not any of them.
Please.
Oh, God, Daria. You and Serge are all I have.
We're not your only friends. It's not as if the whole world's against you.
Isn't it? That statement Cyril made. Did you believe it? And the Romanovs who signed it, I remember some of them. They know me. They think it's over, don't they? Well, it's not. I can't have come this far for nothing. Daria, listen. I kept wondering during the service, what would Grandmother have done if Cyril turned on her, if he made threats?
She would have eaten him alive.
Exactly. Yes, she would. I'm going to do it, Daria. I'm going to take him to court.
Oh, no, Anna. You can't do that.
Why not? It wasn't even my idea. He thought of it. He's fought against me from the start. Why don't I fight him for once?
You can't defy the family.
No. Just watch me.
You sent for me, sir.
Oh, Marco, yes. I've been meaning to tell you. You've been doing very nicely on the Anastasia series.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you've got a knack for writing. You have style. You work hard, you could be a first-class feature writer. Now, we have a scandal brewing down at City Hall, and I want you to cover it. I'm reassigning you.
Sorry, sir.
Well, we're phasing out of the Anastasia story. It's not pulling like it used to. Not since the family denounced her.
Maybe that's my fault. I mean, the pieces I've been doing...
It's not that. No, your stuff's fine. But when your own damn family shoots you down, what should our readers believe? Your articles? Or every living Romanov?
She's still a story, sir.
Forget it! She's a dead horse. She's not going anywhere. Besides, your tastes are not cheap. I got the bills. Costing me a fortune.
Have you seen my piece today? She's going into court. Now, if that isn't a story...
The subject is closed. It's over. As for picking up her bills, that's over with, too. As far as I'm concerned, she's got one more week in that hotel. That's it. I'm out.
You can't do that, sir. You brought her over here. You told...
Markov, she is a business proposition. Look, when a stock stops making money, you unload it. Now, look, you go see her, you break the news.
You want me to... But what in God's name am I going to tell her?
You're the writer. Make it up.
I can't do that.
You're wasting time. You want to keep on working here?
Yes, sir.
Coming. Coming. Where have you been? I called you hours ago.
I'm sorry. Things came up. I got detained.
I have so much to tell you. Serge, I've been to see a lawyer. He wants to take my case.
Anna,
He told...
I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
You thought so yesterday.
It's just that, well, for one thing, lawyers cost a lot of money.
Yes, I know. I told them to send the bill to Mr. Coward. You said that it would be...
Mr. Coward is not going to like that, Anna. He's a businessman, remember? And the fact is... It's all over, Anna.
What's all over?
Everything. He won't support you any longer. You can stay here another week, but after that...
What are you saying?
God knows after that. The truth is, Anna, there's no future for you here. Not since the family cut you off.
What difference does that make? They've always been against me.
But not in public. Not like this. What happened is, a lot of people don't believe you anymore.
Why not? I'm still the same. I haven't changed.
Calm down. Just relax.
I won't calm down. If I was Anastasia yesterday, who am I now? Some other person?
I don't No. That's the truth. I swear to God, I don't know who you are. I've tried, I've wanted to believe.
I took you for a friend.
I am a friend. I did believe it at the beginning. When I saw you on that train, I knew it for a fact. But there's too much about you that's not right. The way you use a knife and fork, the gestures, the little things.
Then who in God's name do you think I am?
I have no idea. So many of the things you say, I don't know how you know them. It's amazing, but the truth is...
Eric saw straight through you from the start. I was a story, that's all. I could make you famous, and I did that for you, didn't I? You're worse than Cyril. He's a monster, but he doesn't hide it.
Anna, wait.
What for? More lies? What now? What is it now, for God's sake? Yes, what do you want?
I'm sure there must be some mistake, Your Highness. But these men have come. They say you have furs and jewelry. They've been sent to collect them.
Yes, of course.
Bastard could have waited. I'll take care of it.
You've done enough on my account. If you'll be so good as to follow me.
Anna, don't let it end like this.
Came with nothing. This is yours, I think. A little something for yourself.
That isn't necessary, man.
It is to me. Take it. Take it! Take it! I've been such a fool.
Oh, my dear, what you have been through. How must you feel?
A little numb. When so much happens so quickly, it's hard to take it in. There was a time once in Siberia. These soldiers came. Alexei tried to kill himself. For days, I couldn't feel a thing. It's like that now. I wish to God I'd never come here to America.
Oh, don't say that.
But it's true. There's no place for me. Except Petersburg, and I can't go there anymore. It's not the same in any case. Oh, Daria. If it weren't for you...
Don't worry. It will all work out.
I don't see how.
The only thing I wish... I want to help you. But, Anna, there's so little I can do for you.
I haven't asked for anything.
I know. I have some money of my own. Not much. It's yours, of course. But it won't last you very long. I can't even. Here I am, with all these empty rooms. And I can't take you in. Not even that.
You can't? I thought perhaps for just a little while, I'd be no bother.
It's not that. Oh, you have to understand. I heard from Cyril. I've been ordered not to see you anymore.
But that's ridiculous. We're friends.
The family has its rules. You know that. We must follow him as if he were the Tsar.
But why? You're here. Your husband's an American.
The only reason Billy married me was for my name. I have all this because I'm a Romanov. If I were to stand up to Cyril, I would be in disgrace. And I would risk losing Billy, wouldn't I? There are more titles in this world than there are millionaires. And I can't chance losing what I have for anything. Not even you. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Can you forgive me?
No. I'd never have abandoned you. Not for any reason. And to think I envied you. Poor Daria. You have nothing. It's an empty palace. Keep your key. I won't be back.
Here you go, honey. Coffee black.
Of all people, what a nice surprise. I always liked that dress. You don't mind if I join you? I caught a glimpse of you as you were leaving the hotel. I thought I'd tag along and see what you were up to. There's not much work for princesses these days. What have you done here? What a foolish thing. No matter, we have all the pieces, we can paste it back together.
Is it really you?
It's me, all right. I came to see how you were doing, and a good thing, too.
You came for me?
I should have done it long ago. I'm not much good without you. You're clearly a disaster without me. Now, we can either stay here till you're finished with your coffee, or go off directly to the pier. As luck would have it, there's a boat tonight. Have you heard anything I've said?
No, not a word of it.
taking you home.
I'm home. That's true, I'm really home. Oh, Eric, let's go in.
Anna, not yet. You for so long. You had to come to me. I had to wait.
Eric. It's you. Come lie down beside me.
Not now. It's late. We have to talk.
We do?
Now that we're back home, there's something that I haven't said. I felt it had to wait.
You sound so serious.
I went to see the Empress the week before she died.
You did? You spoke to her?
Just for a minute.
Tell me everything.
She was a woman of great spirit. She reminded me of you.
What did she say? Oh, Eric, did she ask about me?
Anna, I'm convinced she meant to see you. If she'd lived, she would have. Now, let me finish. This has been on my mind for days to say this. When you spoke of taking Cyril into court, I let it pass. The first thing was to bring you home. I think you're right about the suit. You have to see it through, right to the end. Now, I've spoken to a lawyer. He'll be by here in an hour.
In an hour?
He wants to take your case. It's not your battle anymore, you understand? It's ours.
Anna? Anna, this is Kurt Vermeeren.
Eric has told me all about you. You should hear him. He assures me you're the finest lawyer in Berlin.
By no means.
Shall we?
First of all, you don't mind if I'm blunt. That's good, I tend to be. To start with, let me say I'm overwhelmed by reasons not to take this case.
But, Kurt, you led me to believe that.
I'm interested, that's true. But reason tells me this is folly. Now then, what makes you want to file this suit?
It's very simple. When I die and the stonemasons come to carve my gravestone, whose name should it bear?
That's all you want? No damages from Cyril?
None.
Do you have any notion what a trial entails? I must warn you, it could last for years.
I'm young. I have the time.
But do you have the courage? They will hold you up to public ridicule. They will attack you. They will vilify you.
I'm prepared for that.
What's more, their case is easier than yours. There's so much evidence against you. Every history book in print tells us you're dead. We'd have to marshal solid proof.
That's what we have you for.
I have to tell you both, I found nothing thus far that supports your case. I found no documentary evidence.
Have they? They find no documents in Bucharest. What does that prove? Where are the documents that prove I died? In Russia somewhere? And what good are they when all the witnesses are Bolsheviks?
The fact remains we have no evidence. And evidence can be expensive. Finding witnesses and taking depositions.
Yes, I know.
The other side has vast wealth. Even if I charge you nothing, they can bleed us dry.
We'll face that when the time comes.
And it will. As for these memories of yours, they're fascinating. There's no accounting for some of them. You must have been there. But that doesn't mean that you're Anastasia. You could well be a child of someone at the court. That's a position I expect they'll take.
It isn't true.
That'll be hard to prove. And difficult for you as well. You'd have to be examined.
In what way?
First, your teeth. There may be dental records from the past. X-rays, if God is good and we can find them. Next, your ears. Ears do not alter as we age. They remain the same. We might identify you from a photograph. There'll be psychiatric tests as well, by doctors from both sides, unfortunately. They will want to prove that you are not sane. You have a history of mental illness.
So did Boris Goodenough. I'm in good company.
I'm serious. They will put doctors on the witness stand who will testify that you're a lunatic.
I understand.
We'll need some examples of your handwriting from your childhood. Have you any?
No.
No matter, we'll find some. Illnesses. Did you have any operations as a child? Tonsils, adenoids?
I don't know.
Well, someone's certain to remember. And if Anastasia had her tonsils out, you better not have yours.
You don't make it sound easy, Kurt.
It won't be. You must know the obstacles you have to face. That is assuming that you still want to face them.
Anna?
Was there ever any doubt?
So, my office will arrange a series of appointments. As for me, I'm going to find some witnesses. I'm off to Bucharest. Your husband lived there. Someone must have known him. After that, we'll see. I don't propose to lose this case, but at this point, I haven't got one. Wish me luck.
What changed your mind? What made you want to help me?
When you said you wanted nothing but your name. Goodbye.
Do you understand the point, my dear? Is there a difference between what you know and what you actually say?
You think I don't speak the truth?
The other side is sure to think so. Are you ready to go through with this?
I am.
You know the risk involved. If you're lying, it will all come out.
I never lie.
You must, a little. Everybody does.
I'm not afraid. Let's get on with it, Doctor.
if you please. Watch it closely. Don't think nothing else. No other thoughts. That's good. That's very good. Close your eyes. Down they come now. You should feel as if you're drifting off. Just let it happen. Don't resist. Oh, you're a good girl. Can you hear me? Your name, please.
Anastasia Romanov.
You were the youngest of 3 sisters.
No, that's not right. We were 4.
Do you remember when the revolution happened?
Yes.
How did you learn about it? Did you see it?
No, we were at Sasko-Selo, in the palace. Mother told us.
Now I want to take you to another time. The summer of 1918. Where were you then?
Siberia.
You must have spoken Russian in those days. If you know it, speak it now. To the evening of the 16th of July. Do you remember what happened that one night? They took you to the basement room. You waited. Your family is there. Suddenly these men came in. What happened next? Can you remember? Come on, tell me.
The truth is, these last weeks I've never been so happy. It's a new experience for me. You too, I think. I wish the trial was started, or behind us, so we could... What is it? Can I get you something? You've had a long day. Can't you rest?
I thought I'd get a book and read.
This time of night?
I can't sleep, Eric.
What's the matter?
All the doctors and the tests, the dreams I have these nights. I hate to go to sleep. I wish...
Hello? Yes? No, not at all. Yeah, it's Kurt. I see. I'm glad to hear it. But they do? What do you think it's all about? I see. Yes, of course. I'll tell her. Yes? Right, we'll meet you then. Okay, bye-bye. Kurt's in Vienna. He'll be back tomorrow.
Why, Vienna?
I don't know, he didn't say. We have a trial date. It's set. And he's had word from Cyril's lawyer. Cyril wants to meet with us.
He does? What for?
Kurt isn't certain. Could be a sign of strength or weakness, either one. They want to make an offer. Or they want to scare us off.
Doesn't matter which it is. He'll never give me back my name.
We have to see him anyway.
He hates me. He's my enemy. And you know what's worse? I hate him just as much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Eric?
I expect this to be interesting. The lion is waiting in his den. Let's go and beard him.
Yes, that's right. Hello, Claude.
Hello, Hans. Your Highness.
Good of you to come.
This is my client.
Yes, of course. How do you do?
We've met.
Eric? Well, shall we?
So, as you know, we have a date for pre-trial motions.
Next Monday.
I must tell you, we are very well prepared and ready to pursue this to the end, however long it takes.
I understand.
In my opinion, it is not a case that we can lose.
I'd prefer to let the court decide.
You have your experts, we have ours.
I know, I know. Mine will identify my client's handwriting as Anastasia's, yours will not. We have our photographs and medical examinations, so do you. It's all too tedious for words.
Yes, but we have witnesses as well. I can produce a fellow who was present when the bodies of the royal family were dismembered. Anastasia's was among them. He will testify that she was dead.
I am impressed.
Oh, he's very convincing. You won't shake him on the witness stand.
You are fortunate to have him. On the other hand, I found a tailor in Vienna. You know what he said? He told me he was living in a house across the street from where the family was murdered. In a bedroom of that house, after the shooting, he saw Anastasia. She was wounded, but alive. You tell me, Hans, whose witness will the court believe?
Who knows? In any case, this trial will be very hard. My client feels that yours has suffered quite enough. He is prepared to spare her any further pain.
That's very kind of him.
You have an offer, Hans?
My client is prepared to offer yours an income which will cover her expenses for the balance of her life.
He must want something in exchange. What is it I'm supposed to do?
That's obvious, I would have thought. You must drop the case.
You mean give up my name?
What name?
The one my father gave me.
God knows who he might be. Some actor, perhaps. You're very skillful at this. You must have come by your talent somewhere.
It's no wonder Papa never liked you.
Oh, wonderful. She's going to play a scene.
He was against your marriage. Mama said so. Is that why you've been so cruel to me?
Have I been cruel? May God forgive me.
What a loathsome little man you are.
How well she speaks. What splendid diction.
I've been so afraid of facing you. What for?
What for, indeed? The only thing I've done is offer you a lavish income.
Did you think I'd take it?
I still do.
Then you don't know me.
True enough, nor have I any wish to. I suggest you advise your client.
I'm going to fight you, Cyril. I don't care how long it takes. You think I'm weak. You think I'm mad for all I know.
I'm not alone in that, my dear. I want to see her on the witness stand. I can't wait.
I can't either. I'm going to surprise you. I get memories, Cyril, all the time. The other night, one came to me. I saw the room where I lay wounded in that house across the street. I saw it as clear as day. I could describe it if you like.
Of course you can. You had a witness there, or so he says. He must have told you how it looked. When I'm finished with you, madam, you'll be torn to ribbons. You'll have nothing.
That's right. I remember.
Oh, another memory.
You're in it, Cyril. You're in Father's office at the palace. I was very little. Father was so angry. I'd never seen him angry. You were having an affair with... Yes, that's right. A ballet dancer.
How do you know?
He warned you if it didn't stop, he would send you to... Where was it? London, Paris? You look scared to death.
Who told you?
I was in the office playing when he brought you in. I hid behind the sofa.
Believe it. Someone must have told you.
Who knows? Maybe I'll remember more. Before I'm done.
Get this imposter out of here.
She's no imposter, and damn well you know it. Stop it, both of you.
Before I'm done. My name is Anastasia Romanoff, and one day you will bow to me and I will hear you say it. What's all this? Where are you taking me?
It's called distraction. You're not eating, you're not sleeping.
You're not either.
Yes, I know. Come along, I'll race you. Well, look at you.
Oh, what about me?
That's more smiling than I've ever seen in weeks.
I was just thinking. In New York, I had a friend. I used to envy her. I thought she had everything. She told me once she thought I was a fool for leaving you. I was, you know. The risk I took. I might have lost you, Eric.
There was very little chance of that. You had to go off to New York. I didn't like it, but I understood. And I'd have waited till forever, I suppose. You've changed my life, you see. I never cared enough before. I always stood to one side, letting things drift by me. I had no rhyme or reason to the way I used to be. Then I found you. It all begins tomorrow.
I'm not frightened anymore. Or maybe just a little.
You? After what you did to Cyril, there was nothing left of him.
Don't know what possessed me, but I loved it. Let's go home. I want to be alone with you.
The trial began in August 1939. A final verdict was not handed down until the spring of 1970. It held that Grand Duchess Anastasia's death had never been established as a fact. Neither side had won. There was no final proof that Anna was or was not Anastasia. Anna and Eric never married. In the end, she went back to America. She made her home in Charlottesville, Virginia. There she lived until her death in 1984.